What's up with you beautiful people? It's the start of a brand new week, which means it's the start of a brand new FM Manager save. But it's going to be slightly different going forward because what we're doing today won't feature every single Monday going forward. There's another challenge I'm going to do. So basically, you guys have spoken. You guys wanted another long-term challenge. You wanted something like we did with the Legacy Challenge. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to go from a rags to riches type of situation. We're going to start off at the bottom and make our way up. Now, these videos will be in accordance with the other videos I post throughout the week. So some days you'll get 2 or 3 videos to build up on this thing there. You'll have, for example, your Planet Zoo video plus then a FM Manager video maybe early in the day or late in the day. I'll work out scheduling as we move forward, see when the best time is to update it. And then from next week, Monday, we are starting a brand new challenge. That's right. We are going to be doing something brand new, a short-term challenge. Probably be 8 or 9 episodes. I don't think it'll be too long. What I'm doing today, I'm planning on going full Legacy Challenge mode, as many episodes as it takes. And some weeks you'll get 5 episodes, some weeks you might get 1 or 2. It all depends on how much I can film throughout the day. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because this is what I'm calling the Vuvuzela Victory Campaign. That's right. We are going to South Africa. We are going to start off in the regional leagues of South Africa. We're going to start off in my hometown. That's right. I grew up in Pretoria. We're going to pick a Pretoria team. In fact, I've already chosen a team. It's a team that I actually played for in my youth, at youth level. Yeah, believe it or not, I used to play a little bit of football. I was never good at it. Never really good at playing the actual game. I love the game. I love to play the game. Just not good at it. But anyway, before we get into that, I'll give you all the information. Make sure you hit subscribe, get notified. And without further ado, let's run a brand new intro! Right, guys, so we are starting off on this page. Of course, we're not going to go into the PSL. That is the ultimate goal. We are going to go into the South African League. We have only got the South African League loaded because that's all I want. And we're going down to the 4th division, Gauteng regional division. Those that don't know, the country in general is split up into 9 different provinces. We've got the Eastern Cape. Let me just redo that. We've got the Eastern Cape, we've got the Free State, Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Northwest, Northern Cape, and the Western Cape. And as you can see, some of them have up to Group F. Some of them have only 3 groups. We're going to go to Gauteng. We are looking for a team that played with me back, well, I played with back in the day. Of course, just looking for them. There we go. This is the team we are going to manage. It is Arcadia Shepherds, playing at the Caledonian Stadium. They're just outside Sunnyside, I guess, a little bit in Sunnyside. Below average training, poor youth facilities. This will be fun. Of course, shout out to at Timo for creating the South African database. Some teams, and there's some funny names in the South African League. We'll get through all of them, like Zebra Force, of course. Yeah, there's a lot of weird and wonderful teams when it comes to South Africa. I think there's even like a Chelsea or Orlando Chelsea or something like that. Real Barcelona FC, that they there, yeah. I don't have real badges for all the teams, unfortunately. Sometimes, when guys create databases, they don't really create everything. So like Soweto Panthers, who are a big team in the Gauteng area, they obviously have theirs. Tshwane University get theirs. VUT get theirs. Just want to click on, there we go. So there's a whole bunch of them, but we are going for Arcadia. And fun fact, I kind of played for Berea before they became Berea Alban FC. They were still called Berea Park FC. Then they became Harlequins. Then they merged with Berea and Albion, and that's who they came up with. But that's another little different story. We are going for Arcadia. They've got their own stadium, the Caledonian Stadium. We are starting with 0 badges and Sunday League footballer. These are the stats that I'm going with to start off our career. We click continue, and we get welcomed to Arcadia Shepherds. The 34-year-old, it's a year earlier, it's fine. Colin Makanya was considered to be the favorite for the job, but it was unclear whether the club favored Argarides all along. There you go. I need to update that picture because I do actually have one of my own in there. But this is it. The club throughout the 1980s were a very good club in the South African leagues. However, they haven't competed in top flight football since 1986. That's the last time they were there. They do have some history in winning the DStv Premiership. Of course, it wasn't called that back then, in 1964. They also won the MTN 8 once before, and then also the Telkom Knockout Cup. It has the dates in here. MTN Cup was in 1986 and won the Telkom Cup in 1982. So huge rivalry, or huge club in terms of Gauteng, where, like I said, I used to play for them back in the day. So yeah, all the players, unfortunately, from this database are all generated players. The guy that created the database didn't add specific players to the club. And the problem is with the regional leagues in South Africa, none of the players are actually sort of registered. So just save that one. Yeah, I have tried this before just to see if it was working, everything like that. So yeah, a lot of the players are just made up guys that we're going to join in the squad. So I have no idea what type of squad we have. We've got a very small squad. I've got a couple of guys in reserve. So what I'm going to do is bring all these guys up into the first team. A lot of youth players in the under 21s. And do I have any under 18s? I do have some under 18s. I'm going to bring everybody up. Everybody's coming up to the first team, and then we'll go accordingly. I will work out everything, see how we get in. I will try and get a nice face pack on all of these players so they can all have real faces at least, or at least AI-generated faces. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. But this is our team. As you can see, a lot of contracted players. Some players are already wanted by 19 clubs. That is ridiculous. All in the regional leagues, obviously. We have someone playing in the ABC Motsepe League, which is the league above us. That's the way we're trying to get into. So basically, the way it works, if we go to the leagues, the rules, you can have a look at how it all works. And there is a group stage there. Top team wins promotion to the ABC Motsepe Gauteng League. So one team gets through in this competition. Only the one gets through. So Group B will go through in each regional. And then I think there's another competition to determine who goes through in that one. I will keep you guys updated because that's how it normally works. So the way it works, if all the leagues, all the winners of each regional league, A, B, C, whatever it is, go into like a playoff knockout, and then one of those teams go into another league with 9 teams from the different regional leagues fighting for promotion to get into the second division, basically, which is, of course, then the Motsepe League that we saw there. I think, I don't know, it's its new name. It was called before something else. It's the normal Gauteng ABC Motsepe League. So that's how that's going to work. They'll go to the Gauteng one. And then obviously from the Gauteng one, you go, sorry, that's where it happens. There we go. So the next league above us. So we'll just go to the Gauteng Regional League. There we go. I got it straight now. And then from there, we go into a promotion playoff thing to get into the Motsepe Foundation League, which is obviously the league above us. We'll go through all of those. So those are the different Motsepe leagues for the different regions. Then you're going to the SAFA second division, South African second division, and then you go into the DStv Premiership from there. So the South African second, it's supposed to be the Motsepe League, but anyway, I don't know why it's named differently. Yeah, but yeah, these are just everything that we have. There's just a ton of leagues that we got to go through, and we are going to go through all of them. So give me a second. Let me just build up the team quickly, sort everything out. We'll be back. I'll give you the full breakdown, what tactics we're using, and yeah, we'll just keep building and tell you what all the other information that you need about Arcadia Shepherds. Right, ladies and gents, we have come to the conclusion that we have no staff. I do have some money in the kitty, so I am signing some staff. This is our first staff member we're getting in, Michael Gwala. Terrible coach, but he is the only coach that wanted to come to us, so he is joining us. In terms of how we are going to line up, we're going with a basic 4-4-2 formation. It is something I'm not really keen on keeping, but this is the kind of personnel that we have to deal with. I do have a second tactic, which I'm more keen to sort of switch to once we buy in the right type of players to do something like this. More positive outlook. But this is what we're going to basically, a counter-attacking style. 2 strikers up front with our wingers on support, helping them out a little bit. It's kind of like what we've got, really. There's not much I can do it. I mean, I've gone through the team. Peterson, our goalkeeper, who's the only one who didn't get a face when I did the update for some reason. I don't know why. We'll have to fix that at some point. But he is the only one, probably our star player, in my opinion. If we go to the club home screen, it says our key player is Hendricks. He is good. He's good as a left mid, Pulani Hendricks. Beautiful looking man there. He is very good, and he is one that I am keeping an eye on because he is wanted by 13 clubs. If they make an offer, I will give him a contract. But other than that, I don't really see any really good players in there. What we do need is we do need another centre-back. Definitely our centre-backs are not good at all. We do need another striker. We've got very short strikers. So I'm trying to find maybe a tall, 190-ish to get the long balls in and head it in there. We do have our one right back, Ngombeni, who is very, very tall and has a jumping reach of 12. So definitely going to try and utilize him for corners, at least in that aspect. And then, another player that I think could do potentially well when it comes to the corners is Pule Majola. 7 jumping reach only, but he's got very good physicals, which I do like a lot. His natural fitness and his pace and his acceleration is really good on that left flank. So between him and Hendricks, we'll see how they go. Of course, Hendricks, it's changed. The formation's changed. Yeah. I'll sort all of that. Gladler was the other striker. Mkhize was a defender. It's all gone haywire. But we will fix all of that in a minute or two. I am signing a few staff members in there. We've got Calvin Sobodo as an assistant manager. I've got some scouts coming in and 2 physios as well. In terms of the transfer market, I can't do much yet because I have no scouting team and I can just search myself. But this is what comes up. I get guys like Allison and Neymar coming up on my search, and I can't click transfer interested in. So I'm going to wait a second or two to get my scouts in, and then we're going to have a look at potential players, find me some players. In terms of budget, we have £792 in the bank balance. I was thinking of changing it to rands, just to give it more authentic feel. Let me know what you guys think about it. Should I switch it to rands or should I keep it on pounds? I know the pound structure, so I can work with that, but I can switch it to rands as well. Maybe make it more authentic. We play in rands. Let me know if you guys think I should do that in the comments down below. Let me know if I should switch it to rands. I'm going to keep it on pounds for now. Also, I have organized a whole bunch of friendlies because we only start the season in October. So I've basically filled up July, August, and September with a whole bunch of friendlies in local leagues. There's 2 international teams. I think Matra are international. They play in League 3 in Indonesia. And then also CS Londonere North in Canada. So those are just some big teams there. Of course, sorry about that. This is what we're going for. We got AC Milan as well, but the South African AC Milan. Like I said, there's some weird names in these teams. City Sharks, Orlando, Chelsea. They are Bid Boys. The old Bid Vest team. They're now called Bid Boys. A bit of a sad story there. Jomo Cosmos. Of course, Jomo Sono, the man who can never be fired from his club. Is that his son, Matsi Sono? How's that for nepotism? Doesn't have anything there. We need scouting to find that out. But I really, really feel like it is there. Warren Bunda is the striker. I'm going to scout this guy. 15-year-old Wanda Sono. But anyway, this is it. I'm going to play a little bit ahead, get all the signings. Once we've got our scouting team, we can dive into the scouting world and find some players that we're going to, because we do definitely need to bolster out the squad at the moment. We only have how many guys are here actually? We've got 17 players. I'm looking to get another 10 in at least. I have gone through all the under 19s. These guys are not good at all. Definitely not first team ready. There is a player that I did like, and I am going to keep an eye on him. It is Masinga, a tall striker. Not as tall as I want, but he could be potentially good. His only problem is everything's on one, so he does need to develop a lot better. We don't have a good developing academy at the moment. And the other player that I thought was really, really good was a Dutchman by the name of Claude Sharabi, left back, Dutch and Moroccan player, 16-year-old. He looks like he could be very, very good in the future. So we're going to keep an eye on 16 years of age. A lot of young development. We don't have anyone in the under 21s and reserves. We've got a very, very small squad to do that. But hopefully we can sign some players in the next coming weeks and get into it. So I'm going to play a little bit ahead. We're going to skip the preseason game. We're taking on Orkney Benfica. Orkney Benfica. Well, they've got to play in the likes of Van Rensburg, who is their key player. And well, he looks, a little bit that I've seen here, he doesn't look too bad. But let's get in scouts. Let's do that. All right, guys. So we have some scouts in the building. We're doing some recruiting. I've gone and looked at a couple of strikers, midfielders, and defenders. That's the core. That's what we're getting in. Senzo Zondi does not look like any type of player that I kind of want. Abel Mkize, though, does look like a type of player. He is tall, like I like him. I want to scout him fully. I like this guy. I'm going to add him to a short list. I don't think I have any. I don't think I've created any short lists, have I? No, so let me quickly do that. New short list. Potential. These are the guys that have potential, and I want to keep an eye out on them. So Abel Mkize will definitely enter that list of my list where I want to add him to. Why doesn't it let me add him? Can't add him. Okay, I don't know why. Put him definitely on the list there for now. Benjamin, first touch is really good. A good, solid midfielder. Also the type of player I want to keep an eye on. Add him to potential. Really scout him. Mandla Boyson, not that great. Andile Post, the centre back. I'm going to just scout him. I'm not going to add him on the potential list yet. I don't really like the looks of him, as well as Katlego Nkosi. Both, I think, just need more scouting. We haven't really found anybody. I have signed a few more staff members, but as you can see now, we do have all the potentials out there. So I just sorted it by potential. We can see we have a lot of 5-star potential players. We just need to get them to that thing. And then obviously someone like Vladla, who I did say was not that good. I needed a better striker. That's one of the reasons. Both my one goalkeeper has very high potential in Peterson. So that's very good. So we might need another backup goalkeeper, but I'm not too worried about that just yet. I think, as you can see, our strike, we don't have a really, really good striker. So I think we do definitely need that. And in terms of the midfield, we're actually quite good on the midfield. But I do want to bring in one more just for good backup. Lutuli, not that great. So maybe just to replace him. And then our right mid, we do have Mkantini there, but he's not a natural right mid player, which is why I'm starting Gerald in front of him. And in terms of the left flank, we're actually quite good. We've got 2 very good left back midfielders. So, yeah, just a couple of players. Maybe we can pick up 5 or 6 players. I think we should be A-okay, to be honest. I'm going to just push on ahead. I'm sure we'll find something newsworthy at least. Well, fantastic news. Sibusiso has chosen to join us on a free transfer, £65 loyalty, £55 per week. I'm excited for that, man. I think that is a fantastic, fantastic deal. welcome him in. We haven't registered any players yet, so he's coming straight into the first team, taking over Makize's spot, which is exactly the position we wanted him for. That means now, if we look at our tactics screen, we got Montana in that position where we wanted him. Fantastic play. Makize can come on the bench, fill up that spot. So we're still looking for another right back, another centre back, a left back as well, and then another striker as well. We're missing a spot there. Another right mid. Oh, it's going to the different tactic, that's why. Another right mid. There we go. That's the tactic that I wanted. So we don't really have another right mid in that position. What we had? We got McKinney there. Why is he all the way back there? So, I mean, just looking a little bit at some of the recruitments that they've done in there, I know he's unambitious, but I like his stats. I like this guy, Alex Nkobo, can play on the left or on the right, a good utility player. I feel like he should be a good signing. I am going to go for him. I'm going to go for Alex Nkobo. He looks like a type of player that I like. Wants to be a fringe player, which is perfect. We'll give you a part-time contract because I don't want players to leave. About 40,000 a week. 11 months. He's happy with 40k 11 months. That is great. I do like the look of him. Another player that I'm going to keep an eye on. They're still in progress, but he looks like he could potentially be a very good striker. Is Jason Chabalala, the defender, sorry. He looks like he could be good. So I'm going to keep an eye on him from Inter Tshwane. Another player that I had a look at, very versatile centre-back in Paul Molefe. Not the greatest stats so far, but he is quite tall, which is always a plus, especially when you're in this type of league. You go for the big ones. And Kobo, he accepted immediately. He didn't even hesitate. He's like, yeah, I'm joining you guys. Alex Kobo, good backup player. That's what he is. We even got a picture of the Caledonian Stadium. I didn't even show you that, guy. I didn't even show you that, guys. That is the Caledonian Stadium. That's where I used to go sometimes to go play. Beautiful stadium. It really is. Don't let the barbed wire fence deter you from that. We have finally a hot prospect, by the way, in Malengi. Tabang Malengi. He does look like a good striker, actually. 15 years old. I'll keep an eye on him. I'll definitely keep an eye on him. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I haven't looked at the registration for the squad, which we're going to do now. Orbo will be just a utility player, so coming at 12. We do have another right and left mid, but he is basically just full-on squad player. That is the idea. So if we look at the registration, we're allowed 2 foreign players and then a maximum of 99 players. So we are good at the moment. We don't have any foreign players. We can't really afford any foreign players in terms of just who we're going to sign. We do have enough players for a full squad now. Before we didn't. So that's good. We've got those guys all in there. Can still get 2 foreigners. Again, finding a foreigner at this sort of level is very, very low. Unless it comes from, say, Zimbabwe next door, or Mozambique, or Botswana, or, one of those countries, the neighboring countries, we're more likely to move. But not to bash them or anything, but the thing is, you're not going to want players that are playing locally there to come play in South Africa. It's just sort of the same level. Unless we do find a diamond in the rough, which is a possibility. It is a possibility we could find somebody like that. That isn't to say that whoever we find, we got a new kit sponsor. That's nice. 12k a month. That's great. Our finances aren't looking great. We have lost a lot of money in terms of just sales and expenditure. We haven't really made any money yet, so don't worry too much about that. Yeah, I'm just going to play on. Let's see if we can keep some more players at the squad. I have offered, I wanted to just check one of our players, Sian Metawa. I've given him a new contract, so he is now a permanent fixture in the squad. There is a few more that I am going to give contracts, the likes of Hendricks, Madao, and I'm going to give Matlolo and Patterson all new contracts. Even Makize. Basically, all my 5 stars are all going to get new contracts now. The rest, not so much. But we'll come back. Hopefully some more news. So I was just doing a bit of scouting on my own, and I've come across this guy, Xolani Maleka. Very good centre back. I think he could be our secret weapon when it comes to the centre back position. I do like the look of him. We are going to offer or make an offer at least for him. He is on an amateur contract, so we can get him for free. It says French player, but he is going to be sort of a backup player in terms of just, what we can get, a contract extension as well. He's happy with just £5 a week. That is great. Another player that I did have a look at, I'm just basically sorted out by ability of what we've got scouted at the moment, was Brenton Tombela, who I think could also be a decent centre-back option. Another player that I did find on the left-hand flank, which is a position we're kind of desperately looking for, currently playing and a 3.5 star, is this guy, Ayanda Mdache. He is the one that's currently on progress. I am going to make an offer for him. I do like the looks of him. I think he could be a very, very big name for us. He wants me to improve the midfield. I think our midfield is actually really good. He does want £20 a week. That is a lot of money. He will take 10? Take 10? He wants 10 and 1 year. No, we definitely need 2 years. That we're going to lock in. I'll give you 10, but I'll give you £20 every time you play, and £20 every time you keep a clean sheet. He's happy with that. That is good. That is good news. Fantastic news. And then on the striker department, I did also see one person that I did like the looks of it. I do think he's going to charge a lot of money. Is Chad Kumalo. I think this guy could be really, really good at 23 years old, really playing at 4-star ability. I know star ratings don't mean much when it comes to, FM manager, but that does look like a good player, and I am going to make an offer for him. He will be a star player. He also wants 20. I get you for 15. Increase this to like 20 and goal bonus of 9. I think he's going to score a lot of goals. We'll keep those in there. Lock in that 2-year contract. He's happy with 15. I think we might have found our 3 players that we've been looking for in terms of just filling out the squad. I think the defender we're picking up is decent. The left back, I think, could be actually better than Moremi in left back positions. I think Moremi will drop to the bench for that. And then in terms of striker, Tomo has actually been having a really good preseason. 4 games, 4 goals. So we'll keep him in there. I have changed Ladla to a defensive line. I'll try that again. Deep lying playmaker role, rather. But I'm not happy with that position. So if I do get in Chad, I think Chad and Kumalo coming in, Chad playing as an advanced forward and Tomo as a poacher, I think could actually work wonders for us. It does fill up that slot, and that slot there, which means you still need another backup right back. That'll be my next goal. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. And then just some squad players, just guys that look very, very good. We'll sign them up. Well, we do have our backup centre-back in Xolani Maleka. Our backup centre-back, I think he's going to fit nicely into the squad. We'll accept that. Click continue. Move to the club in time to take on City Sharks as a backup. Of course, he is going to be on that position. Just welcome him to the squad and then train him as a centre-back. Like I said, he is probably not as good as our current defenders in terms of squad. If we look where, is he better than Madal? What foot is he? Let's first look at that. I didn't actually look at that. He is right-footed. So if we compare him to our right-footed Madal, are you better? I don't think you are better. He is actually a little bit better than Madal. I honestly thought he wasn't. Yeah, he's a bit better than Madal. So, you know what? Maleka? Meant to replace Madal. Yeah. You're not really a left-footed, are you? Fairly strong on your left foot. That was very weak on his left. So he'll stick to the right. Dlamini is the option for Madal, who is our backup option for Motlolo, but Dlamini is not. I think, anywhere near the quality of Montania. He is a little bit physically faster than everything else, but defensively, I think Moltani is a much better option. There we go with Malaleka. He's a good option. We're still waiting for our left back to confirm. I have got Benjamin, our backup midfielder, who's going to replace Lutuli in that team. He's going to come into the team. Welcome, Benjamin, as well. Some good signings. This is good. This is good. I'm happy. We're getting in some good quality players. Mkize also agrees to sign. I see that there now. We're going to train you as a midfielder on a ball-winning midfielder and defend. That's what I want you for. And then Mkize as well. You can sign in. We'll put in Benjamin into the fray. Take out Tule there. You can just come onto this part of the bench, really. If we just compare our deep line Matewa to Ntuli, don't think you can really compare the two, to be honest. Benjamin, there he is. You can see they're very similar type of players, Cian and Benjamin, but obviously Cian much better player. Benjamin literally brought in just to be a backup player there, just to bolster the midfield a little bit more. And Mkize coming in now, which does mean the striker, our poacher, he's the poacher, yes. We got a backup poacher. He's been put straight into the reserves for some reason. Why are you in the reserves? You should be in the first team, buddy. Because what that does mean is Mkize will then replace Christian for now, but we'll put him in there for now. Just swap those two around there. Right, guys, that is so far the squad. It's looking good. It is looking very, very, very good. Well, ladies and gents, we've made our first left back signing. That's right. Ayanda Madleche is coming to the squad. Ayanda, a fantastic recruit. I also have made a couple of offers for other players. Ayanda will definitely be a left back, a full back on the court. Get him in there. Done. Right, so with that being said, pop Ayanda into the team. He's left, so with that side. And then swap him with Moremi. Moremi, not that good. So, as you can see, we have made a few other signings. There is one other player that I did sign in the off. Didn't think he would be a great player, so I didn't really talk about him. But Zakile Kumalo is in the squad as just a backup striker. He'll probably be our third best striker, maybe fourth best, according to the stats on the side there. I think he's better than Gladla, though, and maybe not as good as Christian Giovanni, but he's just there as an extra player, trying to fill out that reserve team as well. And then we still have the likes of Chad Kumalo. We're still waiting to see if he comes. He would probably be our best striker coming in. And then I've got another offer for Clifford Mudau. Clifford coming from Shark City as well. We've kind of raided them a lot, this transfer market, but if he comes in, he will definitely be our best right mid player. Also have this youngster that I looked up, Riaz Khadebe. He could be potentially a fantastic player, but we're still going to develop him. He's only 15 years of age. So these are just two players. Like I said, we've been raiding Shark City. I mean, we've got those two coming in. We also saw Nkobo from them and Sangweni from them. So we're kind of just raiding them at the moment. Still looking for a right back. I haven't really recruited them. I'm still focusing on the left back. I want to try and sign that player first, but I have just in the interim looked a little bit in terms of just right back that are available. We haven't really scouted any good ones. This is the pick of the bunch in Nyati. We are just I just want to fully scout him. He's looking like he will probably be the number one choice coming into the right back position. But yeah, I don't know about him yet. I need to see what his crossing is like, because that's what we need as a fullback. You know, they do bomb up forward sometimes. He's got a really good jumping reach, which is good. His headering isn't good, though. But everything else looks pretty. He's got very good mentals for this division. So that is something to look at. Another player that I did have a look at in terms of just potential. The only thing of Minyati, he'll probably be very expensive, considering he's from the league above us. The other player that I did think could potentially be a good player was Craig Daniels. He's in the same league as us, but I'm still going to scout him fully as well. So when we get more information, we will go through all of that stuff. Of course, like I said, I am signing a few other players in the interim just to get more squad players in. Geraldo Cito, in terms of just our squad at the moment, we're still looking for that right back replacement. I'm not completely happy with Ngombeni. I feel like we could get a couple more players in, and then just sign one or two other players as well, just to fill out that reserve thing. We do have a wage budget. We do have some good news. Chad Kumalo has decided to choose us ahead of Quasi Football Club, Gochion Football Club, and Garona Football Club. So, welcoming our brand new striker, probably our first choice striker in terms of that advanced forward position. I'm excited for this kid, man. I think he is going to be absolutely fantastic. I think he is probably one of the best. He's a really good poacher too. I'm going to use him as an advanced forward, though. That's what I want him as. That's what I signed him as. Which means he will come into the squad straight away. That's not even kid about it. And Ladla will drop out of the team. Ladla not as good. In fact, Ladla will drop to the reserves. You're making him our first member in the reserves. Lutili, Mkize, and Christian are also bound for the reserves as well. Moremi as well. I think he is not that good. But yeah, that is it. Look at our strike force. It is really good. I like Tomo. Tomo has, I know he's only got the 1 star, but I mean, 5 played, 4 goals. He's been on good form. Kumalo, he's looking strong. Ladla, he hasn't played well. I think he scored 1 goal in the 5 games that he played. But we've got a really good attacking. We just need to work on our defense a little bit. I think we do have very good defense. I need a new right back. I think that is important. Our centre backs I'm quite happy with, and our goalkeeper I'm happy with. But like I said, I am going to sign 1 or 2 extra players. We've got the likes of Cian Matua there, who is actually very, very good. Ahead of Singweni and Benjamin, our 2 new signings. Yeah, it's probably going to be something like that. That's probably what I'm going to go with in terms of just how we're going to play. Just player-wise. So we can confirm another signing. Clifford Mdao is coming to us, also from Shark City, just raiding them completely. I love it. I'm taking all their players with them. Does mean we have our right mid sorted in Clifford. Very, very happy about that. I've also just scouted a whole host of other players as well. Coming to Maklongo, who is actually he's playing very well, but do have the likes of Mikatini there, who is also very good. But he will come in there. We do have a bid on Sashin Mkize, so if he leaves, it will be a bit of a loss. I've tried to offer him a new contract. He's rejected the new contract. I've offered it to him, but I don't think he's going to accept it. I'm not offering him a lot, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's that. And then, like I said, we are scouting a few other players in Tabogo Tau. Not that good. Hison Nkosi, also not good. Lamek Kunda, a Zambian right mid. And fully scout him. He doesn't look too bad. And Nigel Dube of Zimbabwe. I don't like the looks of him. All right, so yeah, just going through it. I don't think we did any other transfers, and I don't think I was putting any other ones. Oh yes, Tulani Khobanwe, a centre back, right back, and left back. Very versatile player. Just as a backup option if we get him. There is a few other clubs that are interested in him. Tando All Stars have made an offer, and there's a few Motsepe League teams that are interested in him as well. So maybe someone like Kumalo Chiefs want to sign him. They can. I won't be upset if he goes to Kumalo Chiefs. The Denver Kambuka is their star player. Really should scout a lot more players. Hey, we are scouting a lot of players. I've put a whole bunch of scouts on certain players in and around, especially some foreign players. I've had a look at some of the good foreign players and see we're scouting a lot of players. Yeah, I think just lots of scouting. We still have a couple more friendlies. I think we got about 4 weeks until the season actually starts. 5 weeks actually. How many weeks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks until the season actually starts. In fact, more than, because it's 5 and then plus 4 weeks basically off in before we start. So we still have a lot of time to go through. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to play off camera until that time and then come back and tell you guys what's happening, who we've signed, who we've sold, all that. So I'm going to basically come back just before the Sharks, so maybe on the 20th, just after this game, maybe we'll come back and then just explain everything that's happened. Right, guys, so we're back sort of at the tail end of all those friendlies. I have got some news, some big news, I guess. We'll go through the transfers, what we've done. In terms of the outs, we have lost Mdao. He's gone for free to AC Milan, the South African version. Centre back, not really a huge loss. He wasn't really in the team. One that is a huge loss is Matloli. He was my starting centre back, my only strong left-footed centre back that I had, or good one at least. So he's unfortunately left. He offered him a new contract. He didn't want one. But with that being said, we have signed a few people in terms of defenders. Mpiwe Chele has come in. He is a left-footed centre back. He is going to be the natural replacement for Matole. So I am going to go with Mpiwe Chele in that position. And then Craig Daniels on the right and left. He can play on both sides. A nice utility player. We'll start off on the right back as a fullback. I think as we look at there, I just have a look at the tactic. I had to play Dlamini in the last game, so we'll go with Chele. So that is the team that is going to pretty much start this campaign. This is the team we're going to go with. This is what I've decided in terms of just subs. And then these are the guys that are a little bit surplus to requirements. I do like Maklangu more so than Makatini, but I do think Makatini is a slightly better player. Maklangu is quite limited in his positions, but you know, they'll probably have a shot. These guys probably will, maybe not. I don't know. They won't have really a shot. Christian is wanted, so I'll probably let him go. Mkize is also wanted, so I might let him go as well. Not really featuring in the squad as much as what you should be. The likes of Matona be a good power sub. Cian isn't playing too great at the moment, so maybe Matona will come in there and just, you know, strengthen things up. And then we do also have the likes of Benjamin who can play in that position. And then, like I've mentioned, Abel Mkize, he has had a very good preseason. 7 subs, 2 goals. He has actually been very, very good. So maybe the likes of Tomo, who has just been phenomenal. 11 played, 10 scored in his preseason. Kumalo, not bad as well, 7 and 5. Those will be our 2 main strikers going forward. When we come back next episode, we are going to start the league with a match against City Sharks and Tshwane University, a little local derby there, the Tshwane University. They also actually play their games in and around Pretoria, so a lot of Pretoria teams. Inter Tshwane is there as well. Who else do we have? That's Pretoria. Berea Albion's Pretoria. All 4 of us will qualify for this one. 2 in the Group A and 2 in Group B. That's how that go. And then these ones will then go into we go through this league. The winners of each group will then face each other to go into a playoff promotion for the league above it, which is, of course, the National First Division, where only 2 of those teams will go through out of the 9 winners in all the competitions and stuff. So, and then up to the Premier League, yeah. So the National First Team is actually now called the Patrice Motsepe League. Amataxo currently doing well there. Well done to their local rivals. Anyway, guys, that's all the time we have right now. But like I said at the start of the video, this is videos that will be posting regularly throughout the week, 2 or 3. And in fact, I've even got a plan to... I just realized my color wasn't great the whole time. I even got a plan to extend the save onto a certain other platform. I will give more details about that in future videos. At the moment, I'm still busy setting everything up, getting everything ready. But for now, it is all sorted. It is done. That's the end of this video, guys. Hope you liked it. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the South African Vuvuzela Challenge. That's right. The Vuvuzela Victory Challenge is here. Can we take Arcadia Shepherds to the PSL? Can we win a CONCACAF, a CAF championship? Can we do all of that stuff with this club? It is our ultimate journey save. Let me know in the comments if you think we do it. While you're there, hit the thumbs up as well. It definitely helps the videos a lot to get more traction, get more going. And of course, you know what to do. Hit subscribe and notify. From me, your boy, the Vaslap. Till next time, peace and chicken grease.